Hello everyone. Welcome to our course, Accountancy Research. This is video number 3. This is your professor, Danny Araneta Cabulay. Okay, so now let's talk about the rationale of accountancy research. Bakit ba tayo nagko-conduct ng research bilang mga accountants? Okay, let's try to answer that question. The accountancy profession is experiencing major developments due to changes in the laws, innovative technologies, emerging new services, and constantly evolving professional standards. In addition to accounting, auditing, and tax compliance services, professional accountants are engaged in services such as attestation reviews, forensic accounting, fraud examinations, tax planning, projects, business startup operations, mergers and acquisitions, dispute and litigation settlement, etc. Today's accountant must possess the knowledge to remain updated and competencies to critically contribute to the solutions of problems in organizations and industries. Tandaan natin ha, kapag nagre-research tayo, technically we are solving a problem. If your research cannot solve any problem, that is not research. Okay? Listening effectively and understanding diverse opinions and perspectives is also a vital skill. One must present and defend his or her own views through formal and informal communications. Research and communication skills are essential in the business environment as well as in public service or government. This is the essence of accountancy research. Strictly speaking, accountancy research is the kind of research specialized in the practice of accountancy. Yan yung ginagamit na research ng mga auditors, ng mga tax examiners, ng mga consultants, etc. Audit practitioners as well as business and management consultants use accountancy research in many of their engagements and undertakings to enable them to render important decisions and opinions, promote specific advocacies, formulate fair and beneficial policies, or simply plan better for the future of their organizations or clients. So always remember, no? Kailangan meron tayong mapapala pag tayo ay nagre-research. Okay? Research per se is important for 3 main reasons. Number 1, it enhances our knowledge on issues and problems surrounding our business, work environment, and industry. That means, mas nalalaman natin yung mga problema at mga issues sa ating kumpanya, sa ating kapaligiran, sa ating industriya. Importante yon. That's why we need to know more. Okay? We dig deeper. We find out the things that we don't know. So we become knowledgeable and competent. Number 2, it promotes quality improvement in our various undertakings, processes, and policies. So yung mga polisiya, mga patakaran, mga proseso, mga projects sa isang company, marami yan eh. But we have to continuously improve. Ang isang policy, it may work this year, but next year or in the next 2 to 3 years, it may not work. So we have to improve that policy. We need to research. Okay? So, even yung mga processes natin, how do we produce products? How do we render services? How do we serve the customers? Those are processes. But our processes now may not be applicable and may be obsolete in the future. So we need to research. What does the market want? Before, when you dine in a restaurant, you have to be served by a waiter. He will take your order and then minutes later, they will serve your food. But not anymore now. Everything is ordering online and they're delivered straight to your home in a safe pack. No? So they're safely wrapped So online ordering is the mode of ordering food nowadays because dine-in services are very rare or maybe they're not allowed because of the pandemic. See? So that takes research on how to change your ways of selling your products to your target market. Okay? Finally, number 3, it allows an intelligent discussion, debate, and analysis of vital concerns in our environment. Ibig sabihin nito, ang research daw, nagagawa niyang lawakan natin ang ating pangunawa, ang ating analysis, ang ating pag-iimbestiga sa mga bagay-bagay sa ating kapaligiran, sa ating kumpanya, sa ating industriya. So, isa siyang matalinong paraan ng pag-uusap-usap. So, that is one of the purposes of research. So, we can discuss intelligently issues. Okay? So, when we do that, then we are uplifting the quality of communication within the company. Okay? Nagkakaroon ng katuturan ang ating mga discussions because of research. Okay? We present evidences. So remember, the 3 main important reasons why we do research, because it enhances our knowledge on issues and problems. It promotes quality improvement. And finally, it allows an intelligent discussion. Okay? Now, what are the 3 main objectives of accountancy research? Yung ginagamit ng mga accountants at consultants na research in practice. Ano ba ang objectives nito? Basically, 3 rin. Number 1, management policy. Nagre-research tayo para makagawa tayo ng mga polisiya para sa ating kumpanya na may katuturan. So, management policy cannot be hastily formulated or haphazardly written by top management. It entails research. What kind of policy will you come up with? What are the details? Secondly, legislation. Laws. Yes, especially in the public sector, you need laws on a national level, Republic Act, or on a local level, city ordinances or municipal ordinances. So these laws need to be researched. You don't just create a law for nothing. So there must be a purpose and there must be some benefit. And finally, commercialization. This is the most common one. We research because we want to make business. We want to make profit. What kind of business will make money? Okay? So you need to research about the competition. You need to research about the product. You need to research about the market, about the policies, government intervention, etc., etc. There's a lot to be researched. But the main objective is you are creating a product or you're offering a service for market consumption. So for the public to purchase. Okay? So commercialization is one of the objectives of accountancy research. Let's repeat them. The 3 objectives of accountancy research are, so we can create management policy. So we can create laws, legislation, and we can commercialize products and services. Commercialization. Now, let us look at the framework for accountancy research. You always look at the current situation. Where are we now? What is the current scenario? And then you need an intervention so we can go and move forward to the future. And what is this intervention? You guessed it right, research. So when we research, we're able to produce management policy, legislation, and commercialization because that is where the future leads us to. Okay? And remember, the sectors in society or the sectors in our profession are the industries, the associations, the professional practice, intermediaries in society, government regulators, the academe or the schools, and the global institutions. Meanwhile, there are internal as well as external drivers. Internal drivers include management, the resources of the company, the culture and systems. Meanwhile, the external drivers are infrastructure, markets, the economy, government, technology, and the ecology. or the environment. Okay? So, what could be the goals of somebody who undertakes research? Well, financial viability. You want to make money. You want to make sure that you will sustain the business, that you will stay alive, viable for the next few years. Many companies did not survive during the pandemic. Some of them closed down, some of them downscaled. Some of them were sold, no, for the highest bidder. Maraming companies na nabenta during this pandemic. Maraming nagsara, maraming nawalan ng trabaho. So financial viability is a valid goal. Industry leadership, of course, kaya ka nagnegosyo, you want to be number one. That's a lofty goal. Although not everyone wants to be number one, but many businessmen want secretly to be number one. It's an aspiration. Another goal is sustainability. You keep your business afloat. Especially during this pandemic, it's not to make profit now. It's simply to survive. Pag nakaka-survive ka, you're okay. Okay? Then you bounce back when everything goes back to normal. And finally, goodwill and social responsibility. Remember, you don't just make profit. It's always good to be a business with a heart. So you give back to society. You earn a lot, but you give back to society a portion of your profits. And that's what you call plowing back to humanity. And that's very good. It's part of corporate social responsibility. Remember this framework because it's kind of complex, but it will help you understand what research is all about. Now, we're on to our case study for video number 3. We have an exercise here. So, if we were face-to-face, we'll probably doing news clipping. Magbabasa tayo ng dyaryo, gugupitin natin yung mga balita. Pero, hindi na ganoon kasi we're online, okay? We're in cyberspace. So, let's do internet surfing. Surf the internet. This is an individual exercise. Remember? Choose one news article in the internet, either in a newspaper like Inquirer, Manila Bulletin, whatever. Or maybe in the internet. You can go to GMA News or maybe Rappler or whatever. Identify a potential research problem in that news article that you chose that has a potential financial implication. I will give you an example to illustrate. For example, last May 24, I surfed the internet. And what did I find out in CNN Philippines? That's a news agency online. Ito nakita ko noong May 24, 2021. Ang headline, More Western Vaccines Coming This June. Na-intriga ako doon. Okay? Excited kasi we need vaccines, right? Okay. Yan ang napili kong article last May 24, 2021. Ito na ngayon ang mga sasagutin ninyong tanong. You need to answer now that question. The question is, identify a potential research problem that has an accounting or financial implication based on the news that you chose. Well, isa lang ang hinihingi ko. Just give one potential research problem. And the problem has to be in the form of a question. Dapat nagtatanong ka. Okay? I'll give you potential answers. Okay? Ito ang mga pwedeng sagot dun sa aking napiling news article. Potential problems in that news article? Which ones are coming from the United Nations WHO COVAX facility, yung mga donations? And which ones were purchased by the Philippine government? Yeah, interesado ako malaman. Ilan dyan ang donation? Ilan dyan yung binili talaga ng gobyerno? Kasi may pondo naman tayo. Baka puro donation na lang ang dumadating eh. Hindi maganda yon. Okay? So wala palang binili ang gobyerno? Papabayaan ng gobyernong mamatay ang mga Pilipino? Wala silang in order? That's a problem I want to find answers to. Another possible answer is, from the government's budget for the purchase of vaccines, how much has already been spent? Okay, maraming padating na bakuna daw. Pero gusto ko malaman, magkano na ba nagasta ng gobyerno para sa bakuna? Meron na ba? Magkano na? Baka kulang pa. Okay? At least, gagawa tayo ng paraan, di ba? So, I want to know. That's a question. That is a problem. That's a research problem I need an answer to. Another third problem is, what percentage of the population would have been vaccinated so far with these new arrivals? Diba, sinabi na 2 million ang darating na bakuna. Ilang Pilipino ang mababakunahan with 2 million vaccines? Ilan? Okay? I'm interested to know. That is a research problem also. And then a fourth possible research problem is, does the Philippine government have enough funds to sustain its vaccination program until 2023? Ayan. Gusto kong malaman, may pondo ba tayo na tatagal hanggang 2023 dyan sa bakunahan na yan? Baka hanggang ngayon lang yan. Sa 2022, wala nang pera. I'm interested to find it out. Take note apat na research problems ang na-identify ko. Pero I'm not asking you to enumerate many. Just enumerate one. Just one research problem and you earn a grade already. Kailangan maganda yung research problem na masabi mo para mataas ang iyong grade. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lecture, video number 3. I will see you later on video number 4.